This review is made possible thanks to a code provided by EA. However, my opinions are still my own, and in the case of this pack, I need to make this clear. Even if I had not been provided the free code, I still would have bought it strictly for review purposes. I think I'm contributing more to the Sims community by making a review with my honest opinions on the final product, not just reactions to the initial announcement, instead of simply not making a review at all. If I was not doing my YouTube channel, I would have skipped this pack altogether. With that said, if you can't handle any kind of negative criticism, then I strongly suggest you stop watching my review. How's it going? This is Seagull here, and welcome back to my review on The Sims for my first pet stuff. So, before I get into each and every styled room and object... Oh, okay, they've actually gone into the rooms now. I'm going to read over some of my favorite object descriptions in this packet like I usually do with these overviews. So, we got the modern pupper door. Shouldn't your pup's door match your McModern mansion? Now it can. The skinny windows will both complement your home's aesthetic and help prevent any dust-ups at the doorway. I've never heard of the word dust-ups in my life, but there you go. So, then you also got this rather brutal one called the Barbarians Bed. What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to sleep on top of them. What kind of mood was the writer for this object description in? Like, wow, like I understand it's flat looking, but jeez. And then we also got an explanation for Bubaloose somehow being a real pet for our Sims to own. So, wait, whoops. Just the description here. So, the frothing demand for the Void Critters television show has created entire lines of unexpected products after a talking plush of Bubaloose became the best-selling toy of 2016, which is actually the year that Kids Room stuff came out. Pet breeders saw an opportunity they were uniquely qualified to seize upon. Using genetic engineering, they've taken the body of a hippopotamus, the color and spiral shape of a violet sea snail, and the fur, size, and disposition of a hamster to create a new species of animal dubbed the dwarf Bubaloose. Now you can have one of these once fictional creatures to call your very own. Has science gone too far? Yeah, probably, but yep, nevertheless, there it is, in the cage. It's right there. But alright, so let's start off with the styled rooms. Alright, so let's start off with the Casually Catty. Comes in these different swatches. This one's probably my favorite out of the three. Does a pretty good job of like just having like a nice sort of living room with the new objects and also using the new modern pet door, which I actually really like, and the kitty litter box there. Actually, I did want to read the object description of that one. I forgot, but Chinatown Litter Box. The gaping feline maw on the chow down litter box triggers an instinctual fear response from dogs, warding off any who may be sniffing around for a snack. But alright, let's get back to the rooms. Oops. Alright, so then we got the Sleep Time Pals, which is like a kid's room. It almost does feel like a sequel to kids' room stuff with this particular furniture, and it comes in these swatches. And let's go over to the Hamsters Playground, which comes in these swatches. And yeah, you can already see that it comes with a hamster, or womrat, as it's usually being called in The Sims. And yeah, so let's go over to all the individual objects. Sorry, this is like my fourth time recording this, but yeah, so we got this Barbarians Bed, and the cat swatches in particular remind me of flying squirrels. I guess just like the way they look while they're in flight, and this one's kind of interesting. I feel like I've seen this somewhere in The Sims 4, but I can't remember where exactly. And then we also got this one. Yeah, I got like we got the continuation of the theme of the hamster eating a strawberry. But you got like this one, like all of these ones. And yeah, it's alright, I suppose. I don't know how often I'll use this one, but then we got this cat-shaped chair that comes in all these colors, and there's some where the legs are different colors. So yeah, it's okay. I can imagine this being used in like a kid's playroom in a library, or just like a kid's room at home. And then we got a new version of the bay window seating, and while I like the swatches, at least most of them, for this object, it's just like, it feels too similar in design to the one we got with cats and dogs. I don't know, I just feel like it could have been like a little more different. And then we got this one over here. This watch reminds me of cat dog. It's just what a throwback. You got like a long dog, it's plaid, polka dots, the long cat, and just all these different swatches. And I know this is not the first time they've done this, because they did this with one of the couches in City Living as well, where they had this one where it's just like they have an armrest on one end and not on the other, but then they don't provide one where they have the armrest on the other end, or even one where it has the armrest on both sides. So I guess you could maybe just have like an opposite diagonal like this, but other than that, it's just like, yeah. I mean, I guess in the case of the stuff pack, they just didn't have enough budget to like make enough versions of all these without sacrificing more like unique looking objects. So yeah, still sucks though. And then we got this end table over here, which I actually like. I might use this a decent amount because it's pretty neutral and it has a good variety of swatches. So yeah, we'll probably use this often. And then we got probably one of the most disappointing objects, in my opinion, in this pack. Because what we got here is, actually I'm going to go to live mode so you can see it animated, but this is the first round coffee table in The Sims 4 apparently. And yeah, you can see the fish are animated, but you cannot stock it with your own fish. What? So disappointing. I would have loved to maybe display some electric eels from Jungle Adventure in there, but nope. Hope's ruined for that. Alright, so then let's go over to the next object, which is a one-tiled desk, and I'm glad to be getting another one of these. So it comes in an alright amount of swatches too, so it's good for a kids themed room. And yeah, we got the kitty litter box, the kitty's maw on it. Yeah, it's kind of goofy. This one I might use sometimes. Yeah, I might use it more often than some of the other objects, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. And then we got to another very disappointing aspect of the new objects in this pack room, because there's 4 types of rodents in this stuff pack, but for some reason there's 4 different cages, one for each. So you got one for Hammy, you got one for Thimble the Hedgehog, you got one for Whiskers the Rat, and then you got another one for Bubbaloo's. It's just like, I figured how it would have been done was that we just have one of these cages in the catalog, and then when you're in live mode, you click on it, and then it's just like stock with whichever one of these 4 that you want. But no, you have to specifically get the right cage if you want the specific one. So yeah, I don't understand why they did that. And I already tried, I tried releasing this this Womrat here, and then to see if I could replace it with a different rodent entirely, but no, it's just purchase rodent, and then it just comes up with the same one again. So just like, why did they do this? But here are the swatches for that. And yeah, they're all the same swatches for all of these, so at least there isn't like some crazy difference between each one of these. But yeah, and then there's also like a cork board where you can put postcards from the base game, or even some of the new ones that your rodents can find in their spare time. So yeah, that's a thing. And then you also got this new toy box over here. Some of the swatches are for cats, some of the swatches are like with dogs in mind. So whether you just own a cat or you just own a dog, or if you have both, then you're well accommodated for. And then we've got this very like foodie themed pet bed here. This one is called the Rise and Shine Sleepy Bed. You got like an egg, you got another egg, you got a watermelon, you got an orange, you got a monster, and then you got the one with the tomato, and then you've got one that's like it's like ham. I see the steamed ham Simpsons meme, like that episode before it was popular. But anyways, we got to this kind of like woodland themed pet bowl, and I actually really like this because I know I'm in the minority on this. I'm one of like maybe 5 people who likes outdoor treat, but yeah, I like it. I think it's a decent I almost said stuff pack, a decent game pack, even though I still think a lot of the later game packs are better. But yeah, I think I'll use that quite a bit. They'll be perfect for accommodating the lodges in Granite Falls for your pets, so that's good. Then you got a new kitty condo here with all of these different swatches, and then you got like another one of these over here with the cute faces on them. You got it's a fairly decent variety of different swatches for these, and I know like a lot of people are already arguing that like this whole stuff pack should have been in cats and dogs, but like these 2 objects, I feel like they could have been in the expansion. Just But then we got a new lamp over here. I was like, what the heck is that when I first saw it? But yeah, it's a lamp, and it comes in a variety of different swatches themed around cats and dogs. And then you got this this kitty-shaped lamp here. It's just like the cat ears. So yeah, that's a thing. I don't know how often I'll use it though. And then you got this bookshelf here, which I think would go great to the kids' room. And you got a good variety of swatches here. There's very different animals. Some of them are like angry like that. Some of them are happy. So yeah, you got a pretty nice variety there. And you got a new toy for your kids to play with. And then there's also a new activity table for the children that comes in, hold on, I'll get a better angle here. Comes in all of these swatches. And then, yeah, there's even the chair changes too, which is kind of a neat touch there, I guess. And then we've got this rather interesting rug here, which comes in some different animal shapes and insects, and you got some with patterns, and the plain ones I'm okay with. I wonder if a lot of people will use these maybe, but we'll have to wait and see maybe. I don't know how many people are actually gonna get this stuff pack, but just see what happens, I suppose. Alright, so let's go over to here where I placed all of these objects made to be placed on the walls. And for these, I actually just placed all of the swatches right here instead of having to go through each one. So you got like an arrangement of pictures, they're all together, so I can already imagine Phrase and Lotus is gonna separate these into like their own objects. And yeah, so you got another swatch right there and another one right there. Yeah, it's okay, I guess, but pretty limited in its theme since it's like all animals. And then you've got these blinds here, which I feel is like it's kind of a random inclusion. But yeah, maybe some people will like these, especially this 3-tiled one. So it should be interesting to see how people will use these. And yeah, these are all like the same swatches. Then you got this interesting mirror with the cat that's up in the clouds with a fairly decent amount of swatches there. And then you also got a height chart, which I think is pretty cute. So you got like you got a variety of different animal themed ones, not just ones themed around cats and dogs. And of course, my favorite one is this one here with the seagull flying away from the happy whale. And then over here, we got a rather intriguing trio of different decor objects. So let me take a minute or two to explain how this works. So it's a set of modular objects. So you've got a horizontal piece, a vertical piece, and connector pieces. And you can actually connect these all individually to make to make like a whole closed circuit sort of things. You got like different pieces with like there's rodents inside of them crawling through, and one with a cat somehow stuck inside. Although I find like in particular with the vertical pieces, the ones with the round ends, I can't find pieces that really connect with them. So I don't know. That's why I put those two there. I just find them kind of odd there, but most of the time I find they do work. It took me about like 10-15 minutes to create this just because I was trying to wrap my head around this concept, because it's like there's so many swatches for each one and they like have a lot of different looks and stuff. So I'm not gonna like make a completely closed piece like I did over there, but I'm just gonna briefly show you how this works. So start off with the connector piece like I did with the other one, because I find when in doubt, just use a connector piece. They work most of the time. So then connect a horizontal piece there, and then I'm gonna connect a horizontal piece here too, but then like you go to the swatch, see like there's all these different ones. Like one with an empty bulb in it, and it's just like, yeah, all these different ones. And okay, actually I'm gonna try and use a square-ended piece of the vertical one. You can like put that there. I don't know if will that fit the curved one? Maybe maybe not. Or actually you might have to use a connector piece for the curve. Yeah, I think I'll have to do that for that one. So you can just like place that here, and then well, I mean that's one way you can do it too. That kind of works, but I meant to do like a closed curve. So let's see. Yeah, so you can do one like that. You can do one like that. You can even do like a four-way intersection like that. So yeah, you can do that, and then you can just well, no, that one's not gonna work. So sometimes you just have to fill around and see what swatches work best. So yeah, it might take like a minute or two to like wrap your head around how this is done, but yeah, I gotta admit, this is a pretty clever idea. And yeah, I don't know about these. Maybe it's just me not getting it, because building's not my forte, but yeah, I find most of the time they do work. You just gotta experiment a little. So it's a cute idea for a kid's room. And then over here we got some modern pet doors. I'm really glad we got these, because these are more modern and kind of fit in with more places that are not Brindleton Bay. And these are just all the swatches right here. So you got like one version for the smaller pets, and then you got ones for like the big dogs. So yeah, I kind of wish maybe there's like a few more colors for it, but yeah, it's okay. It's like an okay amount. I feel like I'm saying that a lot. An okay amount of swatches, but yeah, that wraps it up for just like the objects overview. So give me a minute and I'm gonna set up like a more aesthetically pleasing way to show off like how the rodents works. Alright, so I'm playing as the Creech family, and yeah, I gave their cat this outfit, and then I gave Gary this little matching outfit, so that's pretty cute, I guess. So he's taking turns climbing the stairs, but yeah, you can see they are matching. So let's get into the one new gameplay object, which is the rodents. So you can see I put in Bubaloose and Thimble the Hedgehog. I think there's supposed to be some differences in the secret lives that they lead, but other than that, they're the same. They're even animating. They're doing the same animations. Okay, now they're doing a little different, but yeah, there they are. I guess they're kind of cute. But let's go through the different interactions. So they're the same on both. So let's rename you to Shadow, because it's edgy. All right, so we got Shadow here now. Then you can see that hunger is okay, attention is content, activity is content. So that's basically their three needs. And then there's the option to talk. You can even call names. What? That sounds a little mean. You can yell at them, ask for rodents. Oh yeah, I think, yeah, in the live stream they do show that they actually show up in the relationship panel. So you can feed a treat. And then yeah, after a while the cage gets dirty and you gotta clean it. And if you don't clean it, then there's a chance that they'll get the return of the guinea pig disease. It's oh, going through the little pipes. And okay, Shadow's using the wheel. But wait, why are you angry? Dancer with attitude. Oh, from dancing to music. Okay. I thought he was actually like hungry or something, but yeah, you can see them using the cage. But one thing I don't like is that you can only have one per cage. So don't even think about breeding these. That's not gonna happen. And oh yeah, one other thing is that if you have testing cheats on it seems like you can cheat rodent activities. You can make them use certain things. So I guess you can force Bubaloose to use the sand bath right now if we want to. And there he goes, rolling around at not the speed of sound. And then what are the interactions here? You can fill the food, but it already has food, so you don't need to do that. Increases Bubaloose's intention. You can do that by observing. Then there's play with and release. Oh wow, look at those moodlets. Rested rodent. Being well rested helps improve focus. Rodents are so wise. And then content rodents overcome with case of cuteness after watching his happy little critter scamper around his habitat. Oh yeah, I did. I did, by the way, give him the Dalmatian shirt. Wait, what? Oh, it's up there. Okay. Alright. Gonna play now. Oh! Yeah, I think even the animation is pretty similar to how it was in The Sims 2. And then, well, no, I like the name Bubaloose. Just leave it at that. And then, yeah, you can release them, and then they'll go off into the wild. They'll just, like, they'll go under the cage, and then they'll just disappear. And then purchase bro, and it costs 300 simoleons, and then boom, see, it's like the exact same one. You can't even choose. And, alright, let's try the talking things. Ask about rodents. And, oh wait, no, I didn't give her anything new there. Let's yell at... Wow, she really is like dancing with attitude. Thinking about wheel. Okay, go, 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 go. Oh, you. Okay, so I got a little too excited there, but I remember Sim Graham, like, he couldn't show this off in the live stream, but cats can jump on top of the rodent cages, and they can apparently, like, bath at the pipes and all that stuff, so we're about to see that now. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay. Stiff. What? Oh, okay, you're not gonna bat at it, I guess, but you're just gonna casually sit on top of it and try to look cute. Okay. This doesn't look like Shadow's reacting at all. It's too edgy to react. No, but yeah, it would be nice if they reacted to the cat being on top of the cage. They got nervous or something. I don't know. So I guess what I'll do now is just fast forward time a little bit off camera until the cages got a bit dirty. And by the way, yes, they do die, these small pets. They can die of old age, and they can die of hunger. Oh, geez, notification waffle. But yeah, I'll get back to you in a little while. Alright, so we're back, and the cages are really getting dirty. It took a while. It took like 3 days, and Graham did say that, yeah, you should only have to feed these small pets every 3 days or so. But there's something else I forgot to show you, because on the computer you can order these special pet treats, and you can also get them from the vet clinic. Just like this anti-aging treat where you give them one treat and then they stop aging forever, and then the IQ limiter prevents, well, it says right here, mental capacity to that of a normal pet, and that basically means that they won't go on the little adventures anymore, which happened with Shadow actually off camera, where the cage opened and then he disappeared, and then there was like a little sign saying that he was gone. And he came back with a postcard in the family inventory treats. Let's give him the anti-aging. There you go. Very cute. Alright. And there. So now won't have to worry about aging anymore. And, okay, you're gonna clean that, but let's play with Shadow and see if we can get bit. Alright, okay, just, yeah. Because, yeah, the cage is supposed to be dirty in order for there to be... I don't know if it has to be dirty in order to get the disease, or if it's just like, even if it's clean, there's still a chance of getting the disease. But yeah, it is supposed to be a much higher chance, at least, if you don't clean their cage. Oh! Gosh, she got bit! Alright, so now she has this movement called Bite-Sized Bite. Ouch, that was just a little nibble, but it's a lot of pain. So that'll last for 2 hours. So now we're just gonna have to fast forward again and see if she ends up getting something worse, because there's a chance that it won't be. Okay. Alright, so I just got this notification here that Tanya's head is starting to ache. And there's a tickle in the back of her throat. It seems she may have contracted a serious illness. So there's this movement here saying, feeling fuzzy from transmissible rodent disease. Tanya doesn't feel so good. Her head is pounding and she can't shake this cough. Becomes fuzzy fever in 21 hours. So I think after that, there's like one more stage. And then after that is when she dies. Oh yeah, I locked the door because I didn't want any Sims coming in and cleaning the cage and preventing me from being able to show this off. But she'll like start coughing and sneezing and vomiting in the toilet. And yeah, there you go again with what was his name, Cooper standing on the cage. And yeah, I guess what Singuru meant by the cat batting at the pipes is just batting from the side, but not actually batting at the pipes, because that happened quite a bit off camera too before I locked the doors. So yeah, that's also a little bit disappointing. It doesn't like bat the cage, causing it to like shake or anything, or the pipes I mean. Alright, so back again, and Shadow has sadly passed away. It was unfortunately too fast. I didn't get the animation, but it was just like he didn't like quite like vanish. He kind of like went up into a little cloud in his cage, and then he just just disappeared. No Grim Reaper visit or anything like that. And show you the notifications I got. Let's see. Wow, so a lot of stuff happened. Oh, and there's also this thank you, Bubbaloo, where the doctors at the Sacred Spleen Memorial Hospital wish to express their gratitude to Bubbaloo. 2018 will be remembered in medical history as the year that a fully functioning ear was grown on Bubbaloo's back, which was then transferred to a Sim suffering from anosmia. Here's to you, Bubbaloo. But let's see, what was the other thing? Okay, yeah, so there was that notification there saying Shadow passed away due to starvation. Perhaps you're not ready for the responsibility of caring for a little life. And before that, there was another warning, though, saying Shadow's very hungry. Without food, this rodent may not make it much longer. Fill its bowl or feed it a treat. So there is a fair amount of warning, because like one thing I didn't really like about small pets in the previous Sims games is that it was so easy for them to die. But thankfully, at least in The Sims 4, these rodents don't die so easily. So that's one improvement at least. Bubbaloo is still here, though. He's fine. But we're now into the second phase of this disease. So now Tanya has fuzzy fever, where her cough has turned into a full-blown fever. Those disease spells can't be a good sign, and she's losing control of her bladder. She should research her fever on a computer to find a cure. And we're going to do that, but we're not going to cure it, because for the sake of this video, we want her to die. I feel very bad about, about killing a Sim, but yeah, for the sake of this review. So you go to web research, and then research rabid rodent fever. And from what I can tell, nobody else has gotten the disease yet, so maybe it's not as contagious as it was hyped up to be. And only adults and older can get it, by the way. Kids are immune to it, so there's that to keep in mind as well. And there is some way to inoculate yourself, I think. I just can't remember how it was done, but it was mentioned on the live stream. Or maybe it is just from researching it. So not sure if that's just available. That is only available when you're sick. It's dangerous disease. Left untreated results in death. As a result, or as the conditions of the patient worsen, the disease mutates into an airborne contagion, which spreads to other Sims in close proximity. Okay, so it's probably only in the last stage of the disease where it's actually infecting other Sims. Thankfully, help is available. Use a computer to order a rodent remedy. You can choose to order a cure or to inoculate yourself against future outbreaks. Okay, that's what I was just trying to explain. Alright, so we'll just see what we can order here. Okay, so rodent remedies. Rodent serum immediately cures any stage of the fever and permanently protects Sims from contracting the rabid rodent fever. So we're not going to buy any of those, but you can see that, yep, that's something you can do once you've researched it on the computer. So I guess, once again, you have to kind of wait until right before she dies. Alright, back again. It's just minutes until her fever gets much worse. Alright, here we go. What's going to happen? And her bladder control is being really, really bad for sure. It's been decaying so fast. And wait, why isn't it? Oh, now she's got it. Okay. Ooh, contagious. Tanya has become dangerously contagious. Nearby Sims are in danger of having rabid rodent fever spread to them. Tanya should urgently seek help by researching the disease on a computer by consulting with her local vet. Untreated cases of rabid rodent fever are known to result in death. Just put that garbage away, jeez. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's look at this moodlet here. It's a full-blown outbreak of rabid rodent fever. Tanya looks delirious, and when she is dangerously contagious, her contagion... I can't talk anymore. Her condition is rapidly deteriorating. She should use the computer to consult with the vet. Yeah, failure to help, or failure to seek help could result in serious, grave consequences. Alright. So, yeah, death in 23 hours. This is officially the last stage of the disease, and look at how happy she is. Despite how sick she is, wow, she is a trooper for still appearing to be very happy. And actually, speaking on that note, I forgot to mention that my Sims don't care at all that Shadow is dead. Like, there's no sad moodlet or anything. So, what? That's another really disappointing aspect of this stuff pack to me. Just what? Oh, I think she's about to vomit in the toilet. Yep, there she goes. Alright, it's about to happen. She's gonna die in 10 minutes. And yeah, her bladder's been going down so much. Like, she used to go to the washroom like every 3 hours. It's crazy. And she's vomiting a lot. And alright, here we go. Oh, she's gonna vomit one last time though. Wow, while her husband just takes a bath. Or not takes a bath, well, bathes one of their kids. Oh boy. Foaming at the mouth. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, that's just... Oh my. Oh no. Oh. And meanwhile, Dwayne's just gleefully bathing their child. I wish Sims could just react a little bit more instead of, like, well, I guess now they're reacting, but yeah. Oh, she is dead. Don't worry. After this review, you're going to be brought back to life. None of this will have happened. Basically Flashpoint, but without any negative consequences. Basically just exiting without saving. Alright, so the Grim Reaper is here for this death. Let's see the ghost. Alright, so it's an urn. Then I think we can actually just bring her back right away. Add ghost to household? Oh no, I can't. Oh no, I can't do it. Wait a second. Call forth. Can I do that? Oh, it's right here. Oh my gosh. Oh, and it's foaming at the mouth too. Oh boy. Wow. I think MC Command Center might need to be updated for this pack because it's going crazy right now, but whew, if the sim portrait of this, if the hamster costume doesn't give you nightmares, this probably will. Oh, geez. Yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, okay. There we go. There's the ghost. There's the ghost. Yeah, be crazy. Look at that portrait! Oh my god! Yeah, wow. Well, that pretty much sums up this stuff pack, really. Wait, oh wow, the bowl is smelly too, but, oh, and Dwayne did catch the disease too this morning. Okay, and, yeah, it's just like the same moodlet. He's the only one who caught it, though. I'm surprised Janessa didn't catch it too, but, yeah. That's my first pet stuff. And I guess now it's just time to say my final opinions on this. So, I guess to sum it up in one word, yikes. Just, wow. I really try to see the positives in every release they do for The Sims 4. And I think overall I'd put this just above Luxury Party Stuff. And Luxury Party Stuff is what I consider to be the worst stuff pack for The Sims 4 so far. I mean, the only reason I'm putting this stuff pack above that is because, yeah, like, some of the stuff in this pack is good. Some of the pack stuff is well made, and, like, the rodents are slightly better than they were in the previous Sims games, and it's not so easy for them to, like, die and all that stuff. And some of the clothing looks nice, the hair I like. So, yeah, at least for that, I like it more than Luxury Party. And, I mean, they went to the effort of putting in a new death. But, I mean, just because some of the stuff in this pack is cute, it doesn't mean it's okay. It doesn't mean... And just because they have just charged us, like, ridiculous prices for some of the stuff for The Sims 3, like, with charging, like, more than an expansion for the full versions of some of the later worlds, that doesn't mean it's okay to continue, like, dividing stuff like this. I mean, yeah, with most of the game packs, like, especially with Dine Out and Vampires, yeah, restaurants and vampires have become better as a result of them having their own packs, but I don't think this applies at all to the rodents. Like, why wasn't this just like a game pack, like a pet store game pack, where you could buy and like, you could buy all these different small pets that we would have expected, like birds, reptiles, bunnies, and ferrets, in additional to the rodents that we already have. Like, I think there were also even, like, more rodents in the Sims 3 pets compared to what we have now. Like, there were shrews and some other ones. And what about, like, chinchillas? And, like, I think the only crowd I could possibly recommend this stuff pack to is just people who really, 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 really love rodents and cannot live without rodents in their game, and really like the rodents that happen to be included. Because, yeah, even for rodent fanatics, it's hard for me to recommend this stuff pack just because, yeah, it's still missing. It's still missing some rodents. And, I mean, like, yeah, like, if I was not a YouTuber, I would have skipped this stuff pack entirely. I don't think a pack release for The Sims has offended me this much since Katy Perry Sweet Treats for The Sims 3. It's that bad, honestly, in my opinion. Yeah, and if this stuff pack sells well, this could set a very frightening precedent for more, like, really, like, instances of Maxis just way overstepping their boundaries and dividing up content. Like, are we gonna get a stuff pack for birds, and then another stuff pack for reptiles, and then another stuff pack for bunnies, and then, like, another stuff pack for making the base game frogs and the insects from Outdoor Retreat interactive, like, and maybe giving seasons in an expansion pack, but then giving us the actual rain and snow in a game pack, with snow, like, needing seasons to run with that game pack. Like, how far are they gonna go with this? Like, remember how, like a bit after City Living came out and we were about to go into 2017, like I was all like, can The Sims 4 even be redeemed? I'm almost back to that state again because of this stuff pack. I'm very concerned about the future of this game. There's definitely some flaws in this stuff pack too, not just me having my personal preferences or whatever. It's just that, yeah, there's things like Sims not even really caring when the rodents pass away, or the hamster costume only having one swatch, and I mean, there's some, like, yeah, there's some positives. It's not like it's entirely 100% negative. There are some good things. Like I pointed out throughout the course of this review too. Like I like the end table, I like the hairs, and I like some of the other stuff, but still, it's not nearly enough for me to say this is worth $10. And it's not as much the price, that it's just the principle of dividing all this stuff that I'm really just not okay with. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this stuff pack. It's such a stark contrast in comparison to the last stuff pack released, Laundry Day, where it's like I was pleasantly surprised by it, and with this stuff pack I was already disappointed by the announcement, and now I'm more disappointed after playing with it, which is just, that's just so bad. And I mean, even with just pretty much every pack that's released for The Sims 4, there have been those people saying like, oh, this could have been in that, and that could have been in this. And with this, I mean, there's a good reason why those negative comments have intensified over this stuff pack, and with the chat in the official live stream being so, like, crazy negative and all that stuff. So, I mean, yeah, there's a reason this is all happening. So, yeah, with that in mind, personally, this is one of my least favorite stuff packs. It's so bad. Like, it's to the point where it's not just where I think like the stuff pack is not good. I just think it should not exist altogether, and it should have been a game pack instead with all of the small critters that I would have wanted. It's just, oh my goodness. So yeah, well, looking forward to the comments section of these two videos. So yeah. Be sure to leave a like or a comment or even subscribe, because it lets me know that you like my channel, my videos, and it helps you keep up to date more easily with the latest content from me. I do videos on The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I'll talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!